Alright guys, we're going to try this one again. This is the Winter Critter. This is going to be in the bronze brownish color, one of my favorites. I don't normally put this on the market. This is one I tend to use myself in the backcountry for the winter time. Works on everything that swims. I catch every fish that's in the winter in Naples on this fly. Snook, tarpon, reds, you name it. So anyways, we start with a little red fox hair. I'm going to use a little green polar flash. This is a green pearl polar flash. It kind of sets an inside tone off. And we'll tie that in right here. We just hang that just out over the fox. Once we get that tied in, we're going to advance our thread just a little bit, and we're going to use some enhancer legs. I love the enhancer legs. They got great color combinations for these flies, especially for winter patterns. So we're going to tie that with a little bit of base. I'm going to measure that to just go over the point of the polar flash. Tie that in, and it's so easy to tie enhancer stuff in and just make a wrap around. They're not going to go anywhere. It locks everything in. That'll sit back when we do our rabbit. Trim the head off a little bit. We don't need all that. Make sure we whip a base down. Alright, and those enhancers will not come out. I mean, once you lose all your other material, the enhancers will be there. And you'll still catch fish on it. So it works really well. We're going to tie in some rabbit crosscut. And this is the gold variant, which I like for this fly here. And we're going to palmer it 4 or 5 times going forward, depending on the length of your crosscut. Every crosscut's different. So we're going to go forward to the point where we're going to tie our eyes in. That was 4 wraps on this one. Tie in behind, tie in front, and tie that off. We'll put a set of gold eyes on this fly. Now these are gold concave, or not concave, but convex dumbbells, and we use a red silver prism eye in it, hologram, and then tie it off just like so. X them, and then we go underneath the eye and above the hook, so that locks everything in. And finish off a few more Xing. We're going to actually tie down this is a jig hook, 60 degree, made by Gamakatsu in a number 2. Perfect for this fly. You don't need a huge hook in it. You don't have to with this fly because it's pretty weedless. But if I'm going to throw it into heavy cover for bass and what have you, which I use this for bass also and peacocks and cichlids, I will tie a V weed guard in. You can always take it off if you don't want it, but we always keep it in there just until we know what we're going to do with it. If I'm using it just fishing in holes and stuff, I will take the weed guard out because you'll have a better hookup. But if I'm fishing any cover or anything with it, and I do fish cover with this fly, I will keep the weed guard in. And that's how you just put a V weed guard in it. Tie a little bit more base of thread to finish off the head. This is, I'm doing this fairly slow so everybody sees each step. Whip finish, coming up the hook. Now the only step that you're not going to see is the epoxying step. We'll take this and put snaps on it here to put on the epoxy wheel. I make up a lot of them ahead of time, and then I'll epoxy just over the eye so it locks everything in and causes and makes a little bit of a base head. Don't think I do have one here. That's what it looks like in a green version after I've actually epoxied it. So it kind of comes out like that. We use a 2500 series epoxy, PSI, 2-ton, 30-minute, and it won't yellow. All right, guys, that is the Winter Critter tied by Captain Roan Z. Good luck with it. Hope you like it. It's an awesome fly in the winter and any time of the year. Bye, guys.